everybody. Today we're going to start our Apocrypha adventures, and I don't know how many I will be playing on camera. At the moment I still like the game. I think it's a lot more strategic than the Pathfinder adventure card game, but maybe this is just me making things up and talking the game up for myself. I don't know. We will see. So we're playing the Plunge, or taking the Plunge, in which scenario we have three players. We've got Ruby Doomsday, we've got Alice Moon, and we've got Gabriela Vargas. And they are going to try and fight the Wendigo. Now this game, this particular scenario is quite different from other scenarios in that you cannot choose freely which location you want to explore, but all player characters always have to be at the same location, and there's a certain order in which you have to go through them, which takes away a lot of strategy and makes the game actually quite difficult, considering that this is the first scenario that you're playing, or usually would be playing. It's actually quite restrictive and it makes the game quite hard. And I ended up making a big mistake because I thought when you fade you can't continue playing, but of course you can. And then I managed to win, but by the skin of my teeth, but we didn't have any cards. Nobody was playing any cards anymore. And I'm not even sure if this is wanted, because the last location, whenever you want to explore at the lake, what you have to do is you have to suffer 1 body damage every single time you explore. So you lose 1 card. If it's a body card, then you discard a body card, or you discard a random card if you don't have any body cards. And that is absolutely ridiculous, because this deck is actually the biggest one of all of them. It contains 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 cards plus 1, 13 cards. So you would be discarding 13 cards. So I was also playing with only 2 characters because I felt that managing 3 hands would be too difficult, and I believe it's going to be too difficult. But I've upped the player count now by 1, so we're playing with 3 characters. Maybe that's going to make it a little bit easier. And considering that you've got 4 locations anyway, it doesn't really matter, because sometimes there's a difference in the number of locations depending on the number of player characters that you have. But in this case, it's always 4. So we're going to start, and Ruby Doomsday is going to start. We are at the motel, and in order to start, we have to recycle 1 card. And we are going to recycle, and recycling means putting it at the bottom of our decks. Okay, we are going to recycle our Wolfram cube. Now that's not too terrible, because it means that we get the card back at some point. So we're going to draw the top card of the Omen deck, and it's an Omen of Doom. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip your Nexus to Doom and investigate it. It's already on Doom. We also have another Omen in our hand. It's also an Omen of Doom. Flip your Nexus to Doom and investigate it. In damage, first bury 1 card. So we're going to keep it like this, and we're going to suffer 1 body damage, and we're going to investigate. And we see Madame Roux's elixir. This is a gift. It's a soul gift, and we can get it either for 12 points in soul, and she's going to try this because she has 4 in soul. Nothing happens here, does it? No. And then we're going to add 1 because she's got charm. And we're looking for 12 points on the top 3 dice. and we're making it. So that's 16. So she gets this and she takes it into her hand, which is good because obviously running out of juice is a bit of a problem. So now she could investigate again. We're going to do this. Just going to draw the next card, and it is the Soul Stealer. It's a soul gift, or she can also use so she rolls 2 for soul, and it's got strike. So she would be rolling 3 dice, and if we were to use the elixir, she would be rolling 1 more die. And we could try this. So we're going to take 2 for the soul, 1 for charm, 1 for Madame Roux's elixir. And let's see if anyone can help her with anything. In assemble, no, but let's see if Gabriella could help her. Yes, she could in theory, because she's got a really, really interesting ability. We're not going to mutate this. So it's 6, 8, 9. That's not going to be enough. Let's see if we've got something for evaluate. Nope. We could sacrifice the mason jar. No, sorry, we could sacrifice the dead sea salt to flip 1 die. And that would be enough. Yeah, we're going to sacrifice the dead sea salt. It goes back into the box. And we're going to flip this die. So we're now at 14 and she gets the Soul Stealer. And this omen goes away. Now, Ruby doesn't have any other cards that she can use. So she draws up to a hand size of 5. And she has a Soul Stealer now, extra shot, memory killer. Okay. Good. So next up is Alice. She draws a card, and it's an Omen of Hope. So she has 2 Omens of Hope now. She's got Sustenance, which allows her to flip her Nexus to Hope. She's got Sustenance, which allows her to flip her Nexus to Hope. And investigate it in assemble using body, add 1 bonus die. Or sacrifice, flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. In confront, decrease your damage to 0. We're going to do that. And let's see what happens. And she gets minion number 1. So now we need to roll. Minion number 1 is on a 5. It's the Snow Angel. So here we are. The Snow Angel is a very angry child. And we can either confront it using Rage, in which she has 1 die, or Soul, in which she has 3 dice. So, yeah, it's going to be Why does she have 2 magic mason jars? Okay, I have no idea where this came from. Anyways, so and yeah, we need to switch this to okay, so she is going to try and kill this thing, and it's got sense, for which she has 1 bonus die. She's going to use 3 soul dice. And she's going to use the magic mason jar, which adds 1 soul die. And this is going to go into her discard pile. And already we are having problems with the hand management. And we could in theory mutate it. But we're not going to, or are we? We're looking for 15 on 3 dice. Yes, we are going to mutate it. So we're going to take the mutation deck. We're going to draw any card, and it is fiery. So we're going to roll a die. And it's a 5. Mutate. Each assisting saint recycles 1 ally gift. No one's assisting, so that's fine. And she can re-roll 2 of her dice. Oh, and it's not even necessary because we make 15 on the first go. So now we need to roll 1 die. And this symbol means okay, so she needs to roll, and she rolls a 6. So she doesn't need to trash anything, and then Ruby rolls, and she rolls a 1, so we need to trash 1 die, so we just trash this die. And this means we have killed the snow angel, and we can go straight to sanctify. I think, yeah, may go to sanctify. And in order to sanctify this, how this works is either myself or one other saint at this location draws 2 cards and then shuffles 2 cards into their deck. So I'm going to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to shuffle any 2 cards back into my deck. I am going to, the next step, I'm going to get rid of the grifter, and I'm going to get rid of the mason jar. I'm going to put them back in. So this means that I'm not actually losing cards, I'm not losing life points. So that's that. Then I get to draw up to my hand size, which is 6. And I can draw 1 more card because the nexus is at hope. But I am not going to do this just now. So the nexus is closed. And we move on to the next nexus, which is the precinct. And Now it's her end position. So we've moved, and now it's the end, and she can examine too. That's her ability. So we pull the first card, which is Jekyll Formula, and the second card, which is Stash. So the first one is a Rage Gift, and the second one is a Threat. So that's good because the first card, we now know, is going to be very, very interesting for Gabriella because she is Rage. That's her thing. So it's now her turn. And she's going to draw a card, and it's an Omen of Doom horror show. Flip your nexus to Doom and investigate it. In Evaluate versus a threat, which we're not going to do because it's not a threat, we know this, we trash the highest die. So she's going to take the first card, and we know already it's Jekyll Formula, and it's a Rage Gift. In Evaluate, she can slot it. While slotted, evaluate. Explode sixes, upgrade rage dice, trash mind dice, and then discard one card or sacrifice this gift. Okay, I have no idea how this works. During Evaluate, we slot this. And while slotted, in Evaluate, we explode sixes. So we roll them again. Upgrade rage dice. So we put them... Trash mind dice and then discard one card. That's not too bad. So we'll try and get it, but we're also not going to go over the top. So she's going to roll 3 dice. Okay. 12 on 3 dice. That is a possibility. And it's just 12. Ha! So we get this. And we put it into our hand. This omen goes away. We're going to play another omen. Omen of Hope, Righteous Anger. Flip your nexus to Hope and investigate it. In Assemble versus a threat, add 1 bonus die. So we're going to take this. We know it's a threat. It's Stash. When we win, we draw 1 new gift of each virtue and keep 1. You may shuffle the rest into your nexus. This is super. Lose, you may sacrifice this threat, then go to end. Okay. So we have mind or body. She rolls 3 dice in each of them. She's got hack 1. He's got hack 1, so she gets 1 bonus die for this. Let's see. She's going to add 3 dice. She's looking for a 12. She is going to discard the Wolfram Cube to add 1 more die. And she is going to mutate this card. And there she can help herself. So let's see what we have. And we have, no, that's wrong. No, this is the right side. And now we're going to roll. It's fiery again. And we roll a 2, mutate, suffer 1 rage damage. Okay. So myself or somebody else at my doorstep needs to suffer 1 rage damage. And I'm going to suffer this card. Okay, so we're going to roll, and we can re-roll 3 of our purple dice. But we need 12. Whoops, that was a 3. Come on, 3. So that's fine though. We don't even need to mutate, but I am going to mutate anyway because I just want to show you how this works. I would re-roll this die. And it's a 4, so I could re-roll up to 3 dice in this case. So it's 13. So we win. So we draw 1 new gift of each virtue. So that's a really cool thing. And we're going to look at them, and we can decide what to keep one, and the rest go into the deck of this Nexus. Monsteropedia. Okay, Vice Dog. Rage Gift. Evaluate sacrifice. Flip one rage die or discard to boost rage. Okay, and Twitchcraft. Soul Gift. Assemble using rage. Recycle. Use soul instead. Then, if at a Doom Nexus, add one rage die. So, assemble using rage. Okay. So for her, a mind gift or a rage gift are best. Discard boost mind, assemble using rage, discard use mind instead. If you're skilled in study, recycle this gift instead. She's not. Now this one is always a sacrifice, so I don't like it. So we're going to take the monster. Okay, what does the Vice Dog do? Support, discard, examine one. If it is a threat, recycle this gift instead. Yeah, we're going to take the Vice Dog into our hand. These three get shuffled into our Nexus. Which is lovely. And then we get to recycle. This is what goes away. This goes away. We get to recycle one ally gift, but we don't have one in our discard pile, so we just draw up to one. So we get an Omen of Hope. Fiery goes back, and it is Ruby Doomsday again. Ruby Doomsday is going to draw an omen from the, and it's an Omen of Hope, Righteous Anger. Flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. In Assemble versus a threat, add one bonus die. Sacrifice. Flip your Nexus to Hope. examine one, then you may investigate it. Well, she's going to investigate anyway. Let's see. We expect to see 3 more threats in there, but we also have just put in 3 additional cards. So we're not gonna, we're going to play this. We're going to examine the top card, and it is actually a gift, which we kind of expected. So we're gonna do it. So she has 1 bonus die for strike, 2 for soul, which isn't that big. We're looking for 10. We're going to use the Soul Stealer to add 1 more. We're going to give this a try. And we didn't make it, but that's not such a bad thing because it's not that great a card. So then this omen goes away, and we are going to investigate 1 more time. And we see a switchblade, which we can get for, yeah. So it's 3. She's got strike 1. Assemble, oh no, just for somebody else. Do I want it badly enough? Well, I don't. And I don't make it. So, oh, I do. 12. Here we are. So it becomes mine. It's all mine. Okay, so that's that. She doesn't have any more omens, so she is now going to go to end, and she's going to draw 1 card. And we're not going to recycle our hand and shuffle the nexus, because there is no reason really. And I could, in theory, heal 3 if I wanted to on the next turn. So now it's Alice's turn, and we're just going to play this one because then I have to stop the recording. So we're going to draw 1 card. Alice draws an omen of good karma. In assemble using soul, add 1 bonus die. And she also has another one which allows her to, in assemble using body, add 1 bonus die. So it doesn't really make any difference. So she's going to take the card, and it's Garlic Salt Shot. And she is going to use Mind. So she has 4 dice, because Rage isn't going to help her, and she's looking for 11. Is she going to boost it? Is she actually? Oh, she's going to mutate it first. So we're going to try this. So first of all, we're going to mutate it. Going to draw this card. Oh no, that's against threats. It's costly. We roll a 6, draw 1 card. Okay, yeah, we like that. So we draw 1 card. We're going to mutate it. We can re-roll 2 dice. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the Wolfram Cube. Assemble versus a mutated card. So first of all, we use 4 dice for our body, for our mind. Then we assemble versus a mutated card, which is true. So we're recycling this card to add 1 body die. So we're now rolling 5 dice, and we can re-roll 2. And we are looking for 11, and even on the top 2 dice we have 12, so that's good. So we're going to take this card into our hand, 2, 4, 6, 7. And then we have 1 more omen in our hand, which we're going to use to investigate this nexus further. And we see a finger post, which is a rage gift or a body gift. We roll 3 in body. It's got sense 1, so she's going to use 3 body dice and 1 additional die for her sense. And we are going to use the garlic salt shot, and we're going to add 1 more die, and we're looking for... No, what are we doing? No, we're using... Sorry. We're not going to do it this way because we are blind. So this die persists and 3 body dice. And we are going to do we want to we're actually going to mutate it. Does this do anything actually? In assembling using body, add 1 bonus die, so we're not going to mutate it. And we have 11, 13 on the top 2 dice, which is enough. So we take finger post into our hand. Then we look at our hand, 2, 4, 6, 7. We discard 1 card. We discard finger post. And then we're going to examine the top 2 cards. It's Rattle Trap and Monsteropedia. We have Gabriella coming up next. And she has 2, so okay. So Rattle Trap is first for her. So that's where we're going to leave it. And then it's Gabriella's turn. So I'm going to put her here that I remember this. And we will see what happens. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So, and here we are back. It is now Gabriella's. I had to change the setup a little bit. It's been a long time since I've made videos of card games, so I'm still kind of like getting used to the setup again. So I'll just have to push this back a little. So this will be our play area. So we're going to play with Gabriella. She needs to draw an omen. And we're still at the precinct. So she drew an omen of doom, pain. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. In evaluate, trash the highest rage die. If you have we did look at the top 2 cards, didn't we? Yeah, so we know this is going to be, it was rattle, trap, and then a gift, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Rattle, trap. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the omen of doom. Going to switch this to doom. And we are going to draw the top card to investigate, and it is a rattle trap, as we know. We're going to use so she's got hack 1, so we get 1 bonus die, and she's going to use and she's going to use the Vice Dog to get to boost to 4 dice, like this. And do we have anything that can help her? Let's see, Charm Sense, that doesn't do anything. No, we don't, so we will just have to make this work, and we cannot... Oh, yes, we can. We will mutate this, because we're all at the same. So Ruby Doomsday will allow her to re-roll 4 dice, so we're going to just take one of these, and it is Swarming, and it's a 1. Mutate. Avoid this threat. Okay, and confront a copy of this threat, someone else. Okay, so we're going to take her instead, and she has 4 dice. And she rolls 7, which is not enough, but she can re-roll 3 dice. And that's not enough, so she takes... two mind damage. So she takes 1 mind damage and then 1 additional damage, and it is the motherboard, and then we go to end, which is not good at all, because it means we need to discard 1 rage gift, because we're not moving. No, sorry. suffer 1 body damage. We can't. It's pretty terrible. And we dropped the memory killer, which we didn't want to do. So that was terrible. Okay, so next up is Ruby Doomsday. Sorry, we need to draw up to our full hand size, which is 5. So we draw 2 more two more cards. Ruby draws a card, and it's an omen of hope, and we're going to turn it over to hope. Draw 1 card, then flip your nexus to hope and investigate. So she draws 1 card, and we're going to investigate the nexus, and it is a Grey Malkin. That is a body gift, and she's going to roll 4 dice for the body. She has charm 1, it's got charm, so she gets 1, and she has 2 sense, so she gets 7 dice in total. And she rolls 15, which is more than enough, and she gets a Grey Malkin, which she puts into her hand. And that's all she can do, because she doesn't have any more cards. So she could now recycle an ally gift from her discard pile, but she doesn't have any, does she? No, unfortunately not. Okay, next up is Alice Moon. Does she have any surge gifts? No, she doesn't. Okay, so she draws 1 card, and it is an omen of doom. So she's going to play an omen of doom, flips the nexus, then she investigates, and she gets a rattle trap. She's going to use mind for this, so she has 4. Hack she doesn't have, but she is going to use the Wolfram Cube, which adds 1 mind die, plus, since it's got hack, another die. And then she's going to try it this way. We're not going to mutate this time round. And that's enough. That's 18 maximum damage. Goes away. Over here. And then she is going to play another omen. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're now going to do the following. We are going to Ruby is going to discard her charm bracelet. Which is going to allow one saint at the nexus, any one saint, to heal up to 3 surge gifts. Oh yeah, she was at N, so she gets to examine the top 2 cards. Sorry, I forgot about that. And it's a mind gift and an omen. We're going to play Indignation, and we're going to get the Monsterpedia. She has Study 2, so she gets 2 dice, and she has Mind 4. And she's going to roll, and she's looking for 11. And she gets 10, 14. So she takes this into her hand, the omen goes away. Oh, sorry, actually she shouldn't have looked at this because end is something else, but that's fine. So she's, yeah, so that doesn't matter really. So we're going to play one more omen. And it is another omen that she draws. And, sorry, it should be on Hope. Let's see, does she have? No, she doesn't. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. She's not going to do this now, so she's going to go to end now. We're going to examine the 2 cards, and it's the Master and it's a Hugger Mugger. Okay, so next up is the Wendigo. Now, the Wendigo works as follows. You assemble either rage or body. The problem is that you have to trash a number of dice equal to your body virtue. So Gabriela Vargas is going to have to trash 3 dice. She has 3 dice maximum anyway, either body or rage. So that's going to be difficult anyway. Plus, the problem is that everything that you everything that you take with regard to damage is buried. It's not discarded, so you can't get it back this game. Okay, but there is nothing we can do. It has to happen this way. So, Gabriela Vargas first, she draws an omen, and it is an omen of doom. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to play the Omen of Hope that she has in her hand, which allows her to heal 1 card. And she is going to take the Vice Dog. So she heals it. It means it gets put into her deck and the deck gets shuffled. So that's good. Then she confronts the top card, which we know is the Master, so we just draw the Wendigo. Actually, before she does it, in the support phase, she's going to play Charm Bracelet, which is going to allow any one saint to heal up to 3 Surge gifts. And so she's going to heal 3 Surge gifts, which is good. So they're going to go back into her deck, just so that we have a lot of life going on. Okay, so then we're going to start to assemble our dice pool. First of all, we are going to use Rage for 3. We're going to play the Reaper. Reaper says assemble using Rage, discard, add 2 Rage dice. So we're going to add 1 Rage dice and 1 bonus die. That's all she can do. Next up, let's see what Ruby Doomsday can do. During Evaluate, you could sacrifice this card, flip 1 Rage die. If versus a Skinwalker threat, flip any number of Rage dice. Okay. So we're going to keep this one in mind. And let's see what Alice can do. Okay, nothing special. None of them can help her. So mutation doesn't really help. Okay, so let's get cracking. We're looking... Having said this, 3... Yeah, there would be nothing. No. No. Okay, we're going to play this card as well. Assemble using Rage, sacrifice. And we're going to put in 2 more dice. Okay, so we need to trash 3 dice. So we trash these 3. So we have 15, which is not enough by 1. But what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice this card. And we could now flip any number of dice. So that's it. The Wendigo is gone. However, this is the issue. He can now go anywhere. So how this works is he's now going to escape. And escaping works the following way. When you terminate versus a master, it can attempt to escape to any unguarded nexus. If all nexuses are guarded, sacrifice them, blah, blah, blah. If you won versus the master, draw a number of new omens equal to the number of unguarded nexuses minus the number of set aside master archetypes, if any. So we're going to draw 2 omens. And we're going to shuffle these 3 together. I've really got no idea which one is which. No, we actually just take 1 omen. Okay, so because we only have 2 nexuses which are unguarded in terms of there is nobody there. So just going to take this and put it in here. And hopefully he's in the last one. And this one as well. So... But it also means, considering that there is no one left in this nexus, we can go to sanctify. So, actually, yeah, doesn't matter. I think I made a mistake, but that's fine. So now we get a new rage gift from the box. And it is bomb. And we need to encounter it. She's got hack and she's got strike. And we're looking for 12. That's terrible. That is a terrible roll. So there is nothing we can do, so this goes away. So it's now the end of her round. So she's going to draw 2 cards. And it is now Ruby Doomsday's turn. She's only got 2 cards, so she's going to draw an omen. It's an omen of hope, which she has to play in a void. So she just takes this. And she is going to avoid because she can. And then she's going to try and seal this nexus, getting a gift. And it is a Blessed Athame, which is she has 3 dice. She's strike 1. And we're going to mutate it. Gonna take any card, and it is rare. We roll a 3, flip the highest die. Okay. So, yeah, that's terrible. So, but I think it means we flip it after we've rolled it. So, so we just re-roll all of them. Okay, so we didn't make it. This one goes away. And it's the end of her turn. She draws up to 5. Next up is Alice Moon. She draws an omen. And it's an omen of doom. Suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip the nexus. Okay. Body or rage. She doesn't have either, so she needs to... No, actually, when does this happen? Okay, so she draws 1 card and she discards the grifter. Now let's see. Let's look at what we've got. 3. She's got... Okay, so she is going to have to face this card, which is a Hugger Mugger. And she has 4 dice in mind. And she is going to... discard it to boost her mind by 1. Then she's going to roll. No, we are going to. Are we going to mutate it? Can anyone help her with this? Well, she could re-roll 2, so yeah, we're going to try it. And we get fiery. And on a 4, confront, sacrifice an ally gift played. Well, we didn't play any ally gifts, so that's fine. So we're going to roll this. We're looking for 12. We didn't play any surge gifts, did we? No, we didn't. So that's 16. That's enough. So this one goes away. And it is now empty. So if a nexus is empty, in order to seal it, we would have to discard 1 rage gift, which we don't. So what we need to do is we put this in here, and then it says to move you must recycle 1 ally gift to move. If you do not, well, we don't have one, but it's sealed, so that's fine. We're just going to take it that we can move. So that's the end of her turn. She draws up to her hand of 6. And now what she's going to do is she's going to move here, like everybody does, and we're going to investigate the first 2 cards. And it's an Omen of Doom and a Conspirator. Okay. Next up is Gabriela Vargas. So she draws a card, and it's an Omen of Curiosity, Omen of Doom. You cannot play powers to avoid, that's fine, because we know that the top card is actually an Omen of Doom. So, that's followed by Conspirators. What was that like? Soul or Rage? Okay. So she's going to play this during support because she wants to recycle it. She can't use it right now because we know it's a threat, so we examine it. It's a threat. Let's see. Support. What else can we do to support our friends? She's going to sacrifice extra shot, and she's going to recycle 3 cards, heal 3 cards. She's going to take the Mondrian cube, the magic mason jar, the Mondrian cell, and the Wolfram cube. Because she's running out of cards. Ruby Doomsday also has an extra shot, Um, and she's going to use it on herself to get 3 cards back, because one of them is a charm bracelet, and that's a really good card because it allows you to heal without having to sacrifice the card. So, Gabriela Vargas is going to encounter this conspirator. And he's got charm, and she's got charm, so that's 1 die. And then she's going to use 3 body dice, because she has 3. And she's going to mutate this card. And it is terrifying. And we rolled a 5, reload 1 card. Okay, that's not too terrible. So we did this. So we're going to reload a card, and we're going to reload an omen. So now she has 4 dice, and she can reroll 3. And she doesn't even need to, because she rolls exceedingly well. 16. Win by 4. Okay, let's see. We won by 16, which is 4 plus. Investigate again or shuffle 1 new minion. Okay. Investigate again without having to spend an omen. That's cool. So next up is an Omen of Hope, which she adds to her hand. And she's going to play an Omen of Doom. If it is a gift, avoid it, but it's not a gift, it's a threat. And it's Gladhander. She is going to confront them using mind, because she has, or does she? 12 on 3 dice, or 15 on 4 dice. The odds are the same, except she could use this one, so she's going to use this. So she has 3 dice, 4 dice, but we're looking at 12 only. Let's see if someone can help her. Not really. We're going to mutate though. And it is terrifying again. And we rolled a 4, reload 1 gift, which we can't because we don't have any gifts in our hand. That's fine. But we can play this, assemble versus a mutated card, recycle. So it goes back. No, sorry, that's her hand, isn't it? Okay, so we have to rethink this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. She still gets to reroll 3 dice. Okay. Does she have anything to help her? Oh yeah, she has the Wolfram Cube as well. Recycle, add 1 body die against a mutated card. So yeah, we're going to do this. Plus, does it have charm by any chance? No, it doesn't. Plus, she gets to reroll 4 dice. What am I rolling? Sorry. It's 1. No, that's correct. So, yeah. So we have 9, 12, which is enough. Yeah, so we take this and put it away. And she's going to use this. She's going to flip it to hope. She's then going to heal 1. And she's going to draw 1 card randomly from her discard pile. She's going to put it into her she has no cards that she can play. She's only got omens. Let's see. Does anybody have anything that happens during support? No. Now she's going to play... No, she can't do that because it's not happening when somebody else is doing this. Okay, she has nothing that she can do when supporting someone else. Okay, so we're just gonna take the top card, and it is authority, so it's another threat. It's the cops. And it's mind 15. Or soul 12. So she does get 1 additional die for charm. Nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah, so she's going to take 2 dice. We're going to mutate it. I'm going to draw this card. It's rare. It's swarming. Oh, God. And it's a 1. Mutate. Avoid this threat. Confront a copy of this threat. So she doesn't do anything. Someone else will, though. And we're going to give this one to Miss Soul. Or actually, we're going to give this one to Alice Moon. Because she has charm and study. So she's going to take this. That's fine. So she has 4 dice to begin with. She has charm. She has study. And she's going to use the Monsteropedia to give her 1 additional die. Well, actually, that's overkill because she's looking for 15 on 7 dice. So yeah, that's easily done. So that's 16. Win, draw 1 new rage gift. And she doesn't even have to confront it. She just draws it and gets it, which is cool. So that is exceedingly good. 2, 4, 6. So, but that wasn't her turn. It was Gabriella's turn, and she's now going to end her turn. Please go away. And now it's Ruby Doomsday, and she's going to draw an omen. It's an omen of doom feedback. Yeah. So it's going to be flipped. Okay. So now she needs to... Does anybody have anything to do during evaluate, during support? No. Oh, we're going to play this card to see what we can find. And it is a threat, so we get to recycle it. No, actually that wasn't her hand. Sorry, that was her hand. 2, 4, 6. Oh, she does have something to do. 3 surge gifts. Does anybody have 3 surge gifts in their discard pile? Nope, so we're not going to play this. Oh, she needs to draw. Five cards. Does she have anything? Nope. She could sacrifice this to heal 3. No, not really required. Nope. She is going to do this though. She's going to recycle this to examine the top card. And it is Bushwhack, which Ruby Doomsday is now going to encounter. She has 4 body dice. She has Sense 2, which gives her an additional 2 dice. We're looking for 15. And we're going to use the Grey Malkin to give her 1 additional die. And then we're going to roll. And we have 12, 17, which is enough. And we win this, so we get to investigate again without having to spend an omen. And it is minion number 2. Now, minion number 2 is a helpless child or a snow angel. We have to roll, and we roll at 1, so that's a helpless child. Okay, so that's mind or soul. 2 things she's not good at. But let's take this one by one. She has 2 mind dice. She has charm 1. And she has Sense 2, so she gets 3 dice. So she has 5 in total to get to 11. Does anybody have anything that they can help her with? No. 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 Not her. And what does she have? Nope. Nope. Nothing. So, do we want to mutate this? I think we're going to try it this way. And that was a good decision because we got 17. Increase the target by half your number. We don't have those. So 17, so that's done. So the minion is done. So we have managed to get rid of the minion. Let's see. We may go to Sanctify immediately. And in order to sanctify this, we have to sacrifice the bottom card of our deck. So we are not going to do that. We're going to play another... No, we don't even have to do that either. We're just going to leave it there. Or are we... Okay, so... Any value, trash the highest mind die. Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter because that still made no difference. We are going to leave it at that. We're going to draw up to 5. We're going to look at our hand. And it's great. And we're going to leave it like that. And then it is Alice Moon who's going to draw an Omen of Hope, which is going to play. It's going to switch the nexus to hope. And we are going to draw the card. So first of all, flip your nexus to hope and examine one. Then you may investigate it. It's a godmother. It's a rage gift or a soul gift. Yeah, we're gonna try it. First of all, there is support. Does anybody have 3 surge gifts? Does anybody need to heal? Let's put it this way. No. What about Ruby? Does she have anything to do during... No. No. Okay. So we are going to use soul. 1, 2, 3. Charm and sense. So she adds 2 more dice. Oh yeah. That's 11, that's 16, and we draw this into our hand. Then we want to seal this. And how this works is choose a virtue and win versus a new matching wicked gift. So we're going to choose mind because she's got 4. And now we need to find a wicked gift from the mind sphere. Bones. Just took the first one that came out of the deck, so yeah. It's 9. So she has 4 dice. And she has the Monsterpedia, which she's going to play. So she adds 1 die, and also it's got, yeah. So she has 5 dice and she needs, does she have any mind? Yes, she does. Okay, so we're going to try this. We need 9 on 5 dice, on 3 dice. And we get 6, 12, yeah, that's enough. So we draw this, we get it. We close this nexus, so we seal it. So these 2 cards go away. It's Pix and Reaper. Would have been nice. We didn't get it, but we're doing not too badly this time around. We're actually getting plenty of gifts. Let's see, she's got a hand of 6, 2, 4, 6, so she doesn't need to draw. She then transfers to the last one, and then she gets to examine the top 2. And there we see minion 13 and minion 14 in one go. Next up is Gabriela Vargas. She's going to draw an omen. Sorry. When we initiate, we suffer 1 body damage. The lake is terrible. So, first of all, we're going to draw an omen. It's an omen of hope. Let's see. Does anybody have anything interesting happening in the support phase? We could sacrifice this to heal 3 for ourselves. 3 surge gifts. Nope. 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 Okay. And what does she have that we don't know about? Support, discard, and 3 heal 3 surge gifts. Okay, so that's not going to happen. So, and here we are back with Gabriela Vargas. And she's going to draw, she has drawn an omen, she's going to play an omen of hope. No, actually she's not. We investigated the top two and we know that they are the bystanders. So we're going to play the omen of hope, sustenance. So we're going to turn this over, and when we want to actually, no, we're going to do this differently. We're going to play an omen of doom. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. If it is a gift, we know it's not, avoid it. So, first of all, the support phase comes next. And we are going to sacrifice the memory killer because we want to heal 3. Now, why do we want to heal 3? The reason is that in this, the way this works is the lake nexus makes you suffer damage every single time. Either body damage, and 1 if it's on doom, or 2 if it is on hope. I think the idea behind it is it's a cold pool, it's wet, it's essentially terrible. So first of all, we're going to draw the card, and we know what it is minion 13. In order to initiate, we need to suffer 1 body damage, which we are going to do. Okay, so she suffers 1 body damage. We draw the minion, and that is a bystander. Bystanders are going to help us against the Wendigo. So essentially we need to kind of get them out of there, as it were. And we're going to, let's see, does anybody else have anything that they would like to do in this phase? No. So we have 3. We have charm. No, we're actually going to use mind. Or body, doesn't matter, but we have to do less there. And can we help with mind? No. And we could help in the evaluate phase. Does anything happen? No. Do we want to mutate this card? We're looking for 10 on 3 dice and we're rolling 4. And with this we could discard this to re-roll 1 die and then trash 1 die. Yeah, we're going to try this. Oh yeah, easily. Okay, so this bystander has been rescued. So we take the minion card and we display it. So we're going to just pull down the nexus here. Like this. And we're going to display it next to the nexus. And then it is Gabriella again. And she is going to play the Omen of... Oh, no, we know what's going to happen. It's going to be another bystander. So we're going to play this anyway. I'm going to draw this card. It's a minion, 15, so it's the bystander again. We need to flip the Omen of Hope. Investigate. You may suffer 2 damage to investigate. So we're going to suffer 2 damage. We're just going to discard these 2 cards. We're going to investigate. It's going to get flipped. We have another bystander to contend with. So we're just going to... This does nothing. Another bystander. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to use 3 plus charm. And easily 11, 15, we have another bystander rescued. Just going to leave this card here too, because it's going to come up time and time again. And then she's finished her turn and she draws 5 cards. And these 5 cards are Memory Stick, Pearl, Handled Revolver, Charm Bracelet, Charm Bracelet. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have interesting surge gifts? Only 1. None. None. Okay, so this is not going to help. So now it's Ruby Doomsday. Ruby is going to draw an Omen of Doom. Flip your nexus to Doom and investigate it. If it is a gift, avoid it. We're going to play this Omen of Doom. We need to suffer 1 body damage and we're going to suffer the picks. We're going to draw 1 card and it is the Master. Oh lordy. Okay, so that's him. She has 4 body dice, so she would have to she would have to trash 4 dice. And yeah, so that's, she has 6, she would trash 4, she can't get to 14. So she could use this. Yeah. What does this do? Reroll 1 die, then trash 1 die. Add 2 bonus dice. We could use the extra razor blades. Oh, let's do the math here. So first of all, she gets 4 dice. She gets 2 for sense. She could we could sacrifice this card to add 2 more bonus dice. we could mutate it. Yeah, we're gonna try. I'm not looking, and we're just going to grab a random card, and it's dangerous. No, it is fiery. We rolled a 5. Each assisting saint recycles 1 ally gift. The only one assisting is her. She doesn't. Oh, she does. She recycles the godmother. And yeah. Okay, so during assemble she doesn't have anything. Oh, no, we've already got. Oh, okay. Assemble versus a threat. Recycle, add 1 rage die. So we're going to do this. We're going to recycle this card to add 1 rage die. So let's get this party started. So this one goes away. It has been sacrificed to add 2 dice. So it goes away. So now we need to look at the dice we've got. We have 3 dice that, oh, we managed to do it. 15. We need to trash 4 dice. That's easily done. We have 15 already. We were looking for 14. However, we also have 2 minions that we have killed. And it says here, add 1 bonus die for each displayed bystander. Well, you know, we couldn't do any more bonus dice because, having said this, we're actually going to take back the extra razor blades. We're not going to sacrifice this because, you know, we already have 2. So we added this. So that was well done. So we have actually managed to finish this successfully. So we've done this. And now we get to take... We're going to get to a stage that I haven't played out yet, and that is the stage where you look at fragments. So we have completed the mission successfully. Let's see. Ending a mission. The goal structure will list the ways to end your mission. Doing so creates an immediate mission end step, meaning the rest of the current turn doesn't happen. If at any point you need to draw a card, you win the mission. What is the mission structure? You win if all masters are sacrificed. Yeah. He's dead. Display the fragment on the back of the mission. We're just gonna put this one away and this one away. This one here. This one here. This one here. I'm just cleaning up a little. Display the fragment on the back of the card. Here it is. Any special fragments given out by the mission and a number of fleeting fragments equal to the number of saints. So we have this one plus 3 more. So we're just gonna take structures, dash, nexuses, archetypes, fleeting fragments. So we're just gonna take 3 random fragments. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. Fleeting fragment.
You weren't supposed to go swimming, but students are always doing it, usually at night, usually naked. That's how it was with you and Sam and Ezra. It was midsummer and the water was chill. The three of you were drunk enough that when you saw the campfire, you staggered towards it, half-dressed and laughing. That was before everything went wrong, before you knew enough to be properly afraid. End sacrifice this. Discard one card for each card in a Fading Saint's discard pile. The Fading Saint heals that number of cards and is no longer fading. Okay, that's interesting. The Conjurer, Fleeting Fragment. The Sunderland orphanage was no place for kids. Everyone in the building had a hollow look. If you didn't, the headmaster had a plan to give you one. There were sounds in his office that never made it out. Some of them were from people, some were not. Evaluate, sacrifice. Trash any number of bonus dice, then add +1 for each trashed bonus die. The Price of Victory, Fleeting Fragment. It's just like the stories you remember from books, comics, or movies. The energy and exhilaration are there, the triumph and danger for being a hero, just like you always dreamed. You're doing capital G good in the world, and you hardly notice the cost anymore. The only thing is, didn't you used to have a sister? Initiate, sacrifice. Any saint may give the current player one gift, and then the current player may give them a gift. Well, yeah. The phase you're going through, Fleeting Fragments, so dark, so cold, so lonely. You giggled with delight when you phased through the wall, like it wasn't even there, nothing more than the hollow space inside a doorway and you a ghost passing through it. If only you hadn't tried to phase through the floor. Evaluate, sacrifice, reroll one dice. So we're going to take these three. And we're going to put this one back, because that one isn't so exciting, I believe. So, let's see who we want to give these to. So each character gets one. I think the person who wasn't supposed to go swimming was Ruby Doomsday. I think the person who was in the orphanage was Gabriela Vargas, and the person who is phasing through doors is Alice Moon. So, now we are between games, and now we need to read from the book. You must not read from the book. What happens when we are between games? So, between games. After each mission, reconstruct your deck. You may freely trade cards with any other saints as long as all saints end up with decks that match the cards described by their virtues and fragments. If you cannot construct a valid deck from the cards your choir has available, so choir is everyone, for each card you are missing, draw one new matching alpha gift. So, let's see. We're going to just put them all together in this order, because obviously we have managed to acquire some cards and we didn't sacrifice that many actually. So we're just going to, the omens go away as well. You draw them every single time you play. Let's see what we've got here. Omen goes away. Omen goes away. Blue, blue, red, blue, green, blue, green, blue, green, red, red, green. So, let's see. Two people will need 3 rage gifts. So how many rage gifts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got some left over actually. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to use Godmother, definitely. Finger post, assemble using rage, discard, add 2 rage dice. Yeah, definitely want to keep this one. Garlic salt shot, evaluate when striking or versus a deathless card, sacrifice, explode 6s. Don't know about that one. Let's just take a look at the ones that are not alpha Jekyll formula. Evaluate, slot. While slotted, evaluate. Explode 6s, upgrade, rage dice, trash mind dice, then discard 1 card or sacrifice this card. Yeah, this gift, we're going to keep this one as well. So, this one is also without sacrificing. This one is also without sacrificing. This is also without sacrificing, and this was also without sacrificing. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. I'm going to put these away. They go back in the box. And Godmother is staying here. Okay, so next up we have 6. We have 9 mind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's actually 9. Okay, so we're going to give everyone okay, so we've assigned these ones, mind and rage. Next up we have body. There we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I think everybody should have an ally. She needs a bruiser because that's a biker chick. She has the vice dog, and we have another vice dog, and she gets no. Well, yes. Okay. Muscle memory, evaluate. Reroll 1 body or rage die. I'm going to give this to her. Grey Malkin, avoid a threat. She can't avoid, so we're going to give her this. Sacrifice, succeeded guarding or sealing the nexus. Okay. Assemble versus a threat, recycle. Add 1 body or rage die. I'm going to give her this because it requires you to be able to strike. Okay, so we're going to have to take away the picks. We're going to give those to her. We're going to give those to her. Yeah. Okay. Because in order to make full use of the Halligan bar, you need to be able to strike. Otherwise you suffer damage, which doesn't really make much sense. So there we've got 5, 7 cards. 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, so let's see. We definitely want to have the charm bracelet, because the charm bracelet is it lets you Recycle, and it helps you with body or soul damage. So each one gets one of these. The Grifter isn't really that great a card. Madame Roux's Elixir. Evaluate. When charming or using soul, sacrifice, flip one die. Soul Stealer. Support. Discard. Examine one from somebody's deck. Blasting Cap. Avoid. Sacrifice. Avoid or draw 2 cards. If they are skilled in conjure, discard this gift instead. We have nobody who can do this. So they would always sacrifice it. Recycle, examine. Yeah, I think it makes sense for each one of them to have this as well. The Grifter is really... Yeah, we're going to take this one. It's going to be interesting because what you can do is you can actually take stuff from the halo. So the halo is something that doesn't exist yet, but it will after this game because we've got the first fragment for each person. So basically how this works is everyone has a halo of 8. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, and you're going to put in a fleeting fragment or deaths, etc. But also other cards can be slotted, and once you slot them, they are sitting in your halo, and this card allows you to get a card from someone else's a fleeting fragment from someone else's halo, which might be quite helpful. So let's check if everybody has the required amount of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and that's 2 mind, 3 rage, 4 body, and 2 soul for Ruby Doomsday. Alice Moon has 3 soul. Yep, 3 soul, 3 body, 1 rage, 4 mind. Yep. And Gabriela Vargas has 3 mind. Yep. 3 rage, 3 body, and 2 soul. Okay, so everybody has their fragments. So that's that. So now we just take the dooms back. And from the remaining dooms from the box, everyone is going to get the required number, namely 4. So I'm just going to give her 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so we're done with this. So, because what I like to do is I like actually preparing the decks for each player character before I actually put it all in the box, so it's all good to go. And I want to play the next round, which will be straight after this, but I have to get a different camera because this camera is now out of juice. So that's Alice Moon. And lastly, Ruby Doomsday. Okay, so we take these cards as well. So that's the new start of the new clock. That would have been a monster. That's another minion. Monster or threat as they are called because they're not necessarily monsters. Tail gunner, minion, omen, 2 gifts and another, shall we call them opponent. Okay, so that's all from me, and I will be back presently.